Hi, I'm Dave from Buena Band, back again because of stupid technical difficulties. Okay, so apparently, because my cat, because I was trying to pet my cat from behind my Xbox, since apparently she's staying there, which is understandable. The Xbox supports a lot of heat, gives you just a lot of heat from, its ventilation, because consoles can get pretty freaking hot. Wait, hold on, where am I supposed to go? Okay, I guess I need to find some way to somehow get out of this, get through this strawberry. I guess maybe that's where this potion comes in. Oh, I just got something to finish the potion. So anyways, what I was talking about before, so I think Buena Band, in his song Don't Stay in School, he brings up a lot of good points. Also, by the way, I just realized I'm wearing a tie right now. My question is, what did that potion do? Okay, I guess it gave me the ability to remove plants. Yeah, I'm going to be real good in your backyard, removing plants or whatever. But anyways, I accidentally hit the eject button on the console to eject the disc, which is really bad, and I thought it's way too kinda, what would it be called? Wait, so where are we? What's with these trolls sitting here sleeping? I don't remember these before. Is that just avoiding you from going into classes that you're not supposed to go to? I don't know. I didn't see those during the first two movies whenever I was playing through that. And there isn't anything significant about trolls being in Hogwarts and blocking off exits to class in the movie or book of Prisoner of Azkaban. In fact, I'm pretty sure that Prisoner of Azkaban is probably the piece of the Harry Potter movie / book that includes the least trolls in it. The piece of Harry Potter media with the most trolls in it is J.K. Rowling's Twitter. Ooh, wait, no, the microphone isn't too close to my face, but yeah, so I got this genius contraption that I'm not even gonna spoil because it's not a genius contraption with me to stop me from pressing the eject button on my Xbox console. I don't even want to tell you it because it sounds like the most DIY cringe thing ever. I don't know. But yeah, I might as well go through the song line by line. By the way, I should explain. So since I had that mishap, I decided it would be too unprofessional to just go back into the game through my Xbox homepage and whatever, and instead just completely start it over. Also, by the way, I haven't created a new outro. So yeah, this is split into two parts, which by the way, whatever my new outro would be, I haven't created, which by the way, maybe in the comments could you answer what should be my new intro? Yeah, comment on this web zone for what my new outro should be. Oh god, the bees! Not the bees! Ah! This could be used to prank so many people. So let's go through the lines of the song. I wasn't taught how to get a job, but I can remember dissecting a frog. I wasn't taught how to pay tax. Hold on. How did I get up here? Oh my god, what is this? Okay, so basically I was suspended all the way up into the air. I was basically standing on nothing. By the way, my cat hates whenever I do this. Wait, I'm not doing it right. Kitty, you getting triggered right now? Yeah, I was just flying up into the air. Yeah, I think that's kind of my job now, is at this point as a Let's Player, is to just point out funny video game glitches every time I see them. I don't know, maybe I would be the glitch guy, because you know, it's one of the most entertaining things to point out on the screen and point and laugh. Ha 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 ha! How did they not see through this? You know. I don't know, but there's still a lot of glitches that make it through video games, especially now when glitches are more rampant than ever. And especially in new releases, like as soon as a game releases, don't even expect it to really be finished. Just expect it to have a crazy amount of glitches. Bam! Oh no, it's Malfoy. You know, the guy that don't really hate as much as most people because he has some of the best child acting out of all of the paper-thin wooden child actors at the beginning of the Harry Potter series. Oh god. But yeah, so let's go through this. So let's go through Don't Stay in School line by line. Okay, so I wasn't taught how to get a job. But I can remember dissecting a frog. Okay, so the first thing about, so the first line is that I actually think it would make a pretty compelling class that could be really easily implemented into school, to the point where I'm surprised they haven't even done this already, where it's a class where you fill out job applications and, you know, those stupid tests that they give to you whenever you're applying to a job, those unnecessary personality tests, which of course are still, you know, good to teach because you're actually going to use those. Like, I guess if it could be like just another thing of like yet another test to include in school, but I don't know. I think it could be halfway decent and be able to fill out certain stuff. And I don't know, you could maybe have like fake job applications, and maybe like have some classes, I don't know, some extra like kind of curriculum and classes on how to be a good worker, even working in like talking about various jobs that you could be sticked in, like fast food and you know, Uber driving and whatever, and being a cashier, maybe even having select days where they take you through those kinds of jobs in class form, and then they grade you on like, I don't know, how much stuff you sell. Maybe not the driving part, because you know you have to make sure that they got through driver's ed and all this yada yada yada, and just getting them in a car, that's probably too much. But yeah, man, I'm really dissecting this song line by line. But yeah, line 2. But I can remember dissecting a frog. Now I feel like this line doesn't really stick that much today because of the fact that I think classes just stopped doing the whole thing of dissecting a frog, even biology classes. Like, I think they stopped dissecting animals. It was too gross, and there's too many vegans, and people who get really upset at animals dying and being cruel, and It's kind of a bit of a health code violation. So yeah, I don't think they really do that anymore, but I don't know. They used to do it in schools, and it's a halfway decent rhyme, and also dissecting a frog. A lot of the skills that you can learn from that aren't really real world applicable, like even less so than complicated maths. And then some other stuff. I was never taught how to vote. They devoted that time to defining isotopes. I'm probably not going to be able to get through this entire song line by line. So this line by line thing is a bit useless, but I think there's some other stuff. But I was never taught how to vote. I guess the thing about voting is that, I don't know, it's maybe one of those things that, like, should be, maybe you could, it's so easy that you maybe don't necessarily need to be taught it in school, which is not something that I would say a lot about a lot of things. Like being able, like another line of dress is doing taxes, which there should absolutely be a class, or at least like a course within your math class about filling out taxes and various different things that you could run into with your taxes and whatever. In fact, actually, I have a cool, interesting story. So, a couple of years ago, I think it was in 7th grade, my teacher at one point actually, I did this thing where, I don't know, I guess we had extra free time, and also it was like trying to prove a point of how we were immature little idiots and that we deserve to die in our class. You know, the kind of hostility that usually is expected from most middle or high school teachers, and is often one of the reasons why school is one of the least friendly environments in the world. Okay, I might be exaggerating a bit there, but seriously, why why most teachers have to be like that? Especially, I hate it because that kind of element of like teachers being a jerk and being like, oh, life is so hard, doesn't prepare you for anything. Especially because of the fact that most people who are trying to genuinely teach you stuff in the future are not going to be that hard on you. The most that you'll ever expect is that they'll expect you to be like self-sufficient and whatever. But just like being like, life is so tough and whatever, it's just like, I don't know, it doesn't really get you anywhere. And I remember having this one teacher who was actually a pretty decent teacher, but she kind of had too much of that attitude of just like, life's so hard. Yeah, kind of thing. I'm playing Lego Harry Potter. What am I doing? Oh my god. Why can't I get these fish back in the wire? Whatever, it's a dumb side quest. Like the side quests in Legend of Zelda. Could I really have chosen a worse example? Oh, T for troll! Oh my god, yeah, Also, by the way, that's the rating that I would give J.K. Rowling's Twitter, is a T for troll. If I was going to give grades to various pieces of canon Harry Potter media. Actually, am I at the 20-minute mark? Because that's where I'm gonna end this, since this is a part 2 of like 2 parts. No, I'm only at the 15-minute mark. Man, I thought I would be much farther. But yeah, I was going line by line. But anyways, the thing that I was trying to get to. So anyways, the story was that this teacher, at one point as a joke, because she thought that the classmates were in that class were so horrible and such horrible people who aren't deserving of good things and are so immature, she decided that they're like, how well are you gonna fare in real life? Let's fill out a job application. And she kind of did it as a joke, but the thing of, and people were kind of halfway, and we were actually, the whole class was really good at filling out the job application. Like, my God. It has never been, it was probably one of the easiest things to fill out in the entirety of my that grade. Like, almost every other piece of work or paper or whatever was a lot more difficult to fill out than that job application. And the teacher just did it as a test. And the thing is that it was supposed to be like this whole jokey thing of how, you'll never succeed in life kind of thing, is you can't fill out a job application. But the thing was that not only was it easy, but also it should not be a joke kind of side thing that you do in school to fill out a job application. No, doing that kind of stuff of filling out a job application should outright be a class. There, and it's just like, why is that not mandatory? Why would something as important to learn for adulthood as filling out a job application be a joke thing that you do because your teacher wants to show how stupid and immature that your class is and whatever that the students in her class are. And I don't know, I was just kind of like really, I was happy that a teacher actually like brought out and got us to do something worthwhile in our life, and actually teach something good for us for once. But the fact that it was just like kind of a joke over the shoulder thing just really rubbed me the wrong way. So anyways, let's go let's go over the other couple of lines. Wasn't taught how to pay tax, but I know loads about Shakespeare's classics. Now, I know loads about Shakespeare's classics. It's interesting how, like, it's kind of funny how in English class you have to read all these old-timey books and read into the symbolism and, oh god, because the curtains were blue, that apparently meant the meaning of the character and what they felt. Well, most people wouldn't pay attention to the fact that the curtains are blue. Also, I think we're supposed to feed Buckbeak. Finally, I know what I'm doing with my life / this game. Maybe at that point, blue curtains were all that was available. So really, I just hate, like, that kind of deep symbolism to stuff. I like symbolism, but whenever it's something that dumb and that minuscule that you're going to be tested on and graded on how much you listen to meaningless details in stories, that's really just terrible, and I don't know why English teachers force you to do this and why it's required over filling out a freaking job application or learning how to pay your taxes. Seriously. And then why can't I get this fish in the water? Okay, no. Okay, I'm aiming as hard as I can. I don't know, I'm trying, but I don't know, it just won't lock the Wingardium Leviosa spell onto that. I was never taught how to vote. Wait, I already went through that. I was never taught how to vote line. Okay. They devoted that time to defining isotopes. Actually, what even is an isotope? I don't know. I guess I haven't learned it in school or whatever. I probably won't even pay attention for whenever it's taught in school. Also, I swear there was another chicken leg or drumstick, as is shown through a certain pun in the next Harry Potter game in a level that I just played through for some reason. I don't know. I wasn't taught how to look after my health, but mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. And the thing about mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell is that I think you need to learn that kind of science. But not from school, from Bill Nye the Science Guy episodes. Yeah, Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy, dude. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. So yeah, but I still agree with that. That shouldn't be taught in school. No, they should just be playing some Bill Nye the Science Guy episodes. I wonder if Bill Nye the Science Guy actually ever discussed that the mitochondria was the powerhouse of the cell. Also, I was supposed to read a page from Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, but I'm not gonna do that until I get a second player with me to play. I don't know whether I have it, just joined in a second player, even though he's not actively playing it. I wonder if I should just read the chapter before I go. Oh, and my ice cream melted. Because I was talking for so long. Oh God, what are you doing? Don't say names. No, don't seriously do that. Hey, you want some ice cream? Oh, so you didn't hear that. No, but you actually legitimately might not have heard that because the audio levels had to be low for some freaking reason. Okay, but yeah, mitochondria is the power. Yeah. Never spent a lesson on current events. Instead, I studied the old American West. I was never taught what laws there are. The old American West. Yeah, I guess there is the thing about, like, history. History class usually isn't the most useful. The thing about history class is I do think certain events in history should be taught, but I think they should be taught in a different way, rather than it's like, this is what happened. And by the way, this is coming from someone who actually enjoys history class, and because it's basically just like a big long story. And the thing about that is that, I don't know, it's easy for me to remember meaningless things if I actually had fun learning them. And, you know, and you know, was actually interested in the topic. Like, I still remember the fact that Toy Story 3 was 2 hours and 30 minutes minus credits. I don't even know what length it is plus credits. I don't. No, credits are like usually 9 or 10 minutes in a movie, so you're wrong! Also, can you play as my second player? No, you're doing it, you're doing it. Fine, then just take the controller. and actually play. What are you doing? Why? Man, that was such a jerk move. I guess I'm not gonna read my Harry Potter. I guess I'm not gonna read a page from the Harry Potter book because it would be visually boring. Okay. So I'm sorry, that whole thing of every time I die I have to read a page from Harry Potter. I'm sorry, that's gonna have to continue next episode because my brother's being a jerk. Also, interesting, it's snowing. Actually, recently I just got a bunch of snow. Where I live in it. It's pretty good. And actually, unlike the last snow they had, which was in last December, unlike that last snow, this snow is actually lasting. See, I really hated that for that time that snowed because of the fact that it snowed the first day, and then it rained the very next, which made the snow all icy and disgusting, and also it rained for a really long period of time, like, what, 3 hours? I know a lot of people, whenever they get older, don't like snow. It's an inconvenience. They have to shovel their driveway, even though I don't ever rush to shovel my driveway. Or, I guess my parents don't rush to shovel their driveway because of the fact that, you know, it's just gonna melt in a day. Also, I won't go to the next level because this is gonna end soon. But yeah, it's just gonna melt by the next day. Also, why did everything just suddenly become more bleak? Seriously, I swear this was more festive and colorful earlier. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. What if I looked around in options? Apparently you can't turn the brightness below 5. Oh no, well, I guess I'll just turn it up. Let's turn the music down a bit so that's less likely. No, down so that's less likely for me to get a copyright strike. Because that's something that I do have to deal with a lot in the Harry Potter videos. Not as much as the Lord of the Rings ones. But yeah, oh, now we're going with Friend George to Friend George's Wizard Weezers and whatever. Weezers. Oh yeah, Weezer. By the way, this spring I'm gonna start listening to Weezer. I'm going to start with, of course, their very first album, and their probably as far as I know, their second best album, the Blue Album. I'm joining the Weezer fandom, and it's gonna be this whole thing of listening to music. I'll talk more about this in the summer, but basically during every summer, and even now it's gonna start in the spring. That's when I start listening to all the bands they like, because a lot of the bands they like listening to are summer music. I don't want to listen to them in January. Who would do that? What? That's sacrilegious and disgusting. Okay, also, I said I wouldn't start another level. You know, I wonder. I said it in this episode, not the last episode. But basically, what do you think should be my new outro? Because I realized that Goodnight Tri-State Area thing is kind of stolen, so it should be my new outro. And no, it's not going to be my YouTube channel name, Signing Out. Because, you know, I kind of hate that. It's not going to be Brofist, because that was stealing from PewDiePie, but also I don't have any kind of visual element to my videos. But you think I'm going to have a face cam? No, that's not who I am. I wonder if you can actually make it to here. I guess you can if Fred and George are doing it. Also, I think it's Friend George's Wizard Wheezes, not Wizard Weezers. Every time I hear Weezer, I either think of Fred and George Fred and George's Wizard Wheezes. I think it's Wheezes, but I'm just gonna say it's Weezers because that's a lot cooler and a lot more fun to say. I'm dying a lot. Maybe I should read. You know what? Since my friend is being a jerk, I'm not gonna read any Harry Potter chapters right now. But whenever he's maybe less of a jerk, I know I'm going to read 5 pages of the Harry Potter book. And I don't have an outro, so I feel like doing this forever. Okay, whatever. So, you know what? Well, let's just get out of here with. Not even with my old outro, just, let's do something random. How about I end how I started? Bye, my name is Boinabander, no, I'll do that again. Bye, my name has been Boinaband, but it's not actually. And you didn't really care. I don't care. Let's get out of this. I don't really like this. I like whenever I rage quit these episodes or whatever. Ugh, this is stupid. Because, you know, I find it funny whenever I rage quit at the end. Oh, I'm not raging enough. You know what? This is stupid. Screw this and whatever. I'm not coming back and doing this again. Goodbye. Bye. My name was Boinaban.